Hi all, Arthmael back with another quick build video, just something I've been working on with my female Barbarian. It's not the best build at the moment, but I've got some of the gear that I like and it sort of works, so I'm calling it my Leaping Slam Barbarian. So just have a quick look over the gear and skills and paragon points, and then I'll show you a little bit of the gameplay. So at the moment I'm using for the shoulders and getting the set bonus from Might of the Earth. In comparison, I'm using also the Eyes of the Earth helm. The Immortal King set, I'm also getting the 4 set bonus from that. So I'm using the chest piece, the gloves and the belt. These are all in conjunction obviously with the Royal Ring of Grandeur. Pants, I'm using the Might of the Earth pants, Weight of the Earth. The amulet, I'm using Mariah's Kaleidoscope. It's one of the better ones I've found at the moment for this particular character. I've got others across all my other ones. You'll also notice that I'm using Legendary Gem Bane of the Trapped, and I've got that up to rank 25, so I've got both the bonuses from that. To keep my resources going, I'm using Reaper's Wrap, so I managed to craft a fairly decent legendary version. It would have been nice to have crit hit chance on there, but the fire skills bonus comes in pretty well. I'll show you that with my particular skills I'm using. The ring, so I mentioned the Royal Ring of Grandeur. I've currently got this set with the legendary gem of Taguk, which increases the damage after spending your primary resource, and you do spend a lot of resource with this particular build. I'm also using one of the better ancient legendary rings I've found. I know it's not the best one, I can probably find some other stuff to use, but at the moment it seems to be working well, and that's the puzzle ring. It's got some decent stats on it, and I've also got the legendary gem set in it for Gem of Efficacious Toxin, so I'm getting that poison damage as well as the 10% increased damage from all sources. For the weapon, I'm using the Fury of the Vanished Peak. It's not a bad weapon. It would have been nice to get an ancient version, but this one's working pretty well. As you can see, the main legendary proc reduces the fury cost of Seismic Slam. I've currently got this one set to 45%, and I think you can have up to 50%. It also has an increase to Seismic Slam damage, and I've got 27% roll where you can have 25 to 30%, which isn't bad. And to finish off all of them, I've got the Loot Socks, which now lets Leap be able to be cast a couple of seconds before the cooldown begins, at least 2 times I think it is. And in conjunction with Might of the Earth, so we get our Earthquake every time we land after using Leap. So having a look at the skills. My primary skill I don't use a lot of, but I find it does come in handy occasionally. So I'm using Weapon Throw with a balanced weapon, so I get the fire damage and the extra fury per attack. My main damage dealer is between the Seismic Slam, which I've got Shattered Ground, causes a destruction wave that deals 735% weapon damage as fire. You'll notice most of my skills are all fire based sort of thing. My secondary main damage dealer is Leap, with the conjunction of the Lut Boots and getting the earthquake damage as well. I've used Leap with Call of Ariat so that it actually sucks everyone in and slows them down and all that sort of thing. We're also taking advantage of Wrath of the Berserker, so because we've got the Immortal King set, this recharges pretty quickly and also keeps us pretty much in it a lot of the time. I'm using the Insanity rune for this one. Call of the Ancients, I'm again using a fire based skill so that these guys do a lot more damage as your offsiders. You'll see during a little bit of gameplay that I'll show afterwards that they do a lot of damage and can take out some of the lesser enemies quite easily. And my Earthquake rune, I'm using Molten Fury of course, which does a lot of the damage. I think it's one of the highest damage dealers of all the Earthquake runes. So it's doing the fire damage again too. Now passives can be swapped in and out, but at the moment I'm using Unforgiven. Because this uses quite a lot of fury and depends on it quite a bit, I can keep just generating my Seismic Slam without having to worry about running out. Rampage, to increase my strength by 1% each time you kill an enemy or assist in killing an enemy. Animosity to increase my fury regen again and keep up my maximum fury, and the Boon of Bull Kathos, which I'm using to obviously reduce the cooldown, particularly of my Earthquake and Wrath of Berserker, because I get so much out of that particular skill. For my Paragon, now I know I'm quite high in Paragon, so not a lot of people will be this high. Some people are probably a lot higher. This isn't the best build I'm going through. It's just what's working for me at the moment in T6 for this particular character. Putting most of it into maximum fury, of course, and then the rest into strength for their core skills. For offense, we're using critical hit, chance, damage. I put more into cooldown reduction because I really want to keep that cooldown, particularly for my leap and my Wrath of Berserker, and then the rest into attack speed. Defense, we've gone with life, armor, resist all, and then life regeneration. And in utility, resource cost reduction was the primary one, then area damage and life on hit. Then, of course, Gold Find is the final one. So I've started a bit of a T6 Rift. I'll just finish the video showing you some of the gameplay and see what you think. Again, it's not the best build. It works well. It's a different sort of gameplay. I find it to be very clunky gameplay because you are jumping around the screen a lot and can get quite noisy as well with Seismic Slam a lot of the time. Haven't tried it in a greater Rift yet. I just find it's fun to clear T6 and have a bit of fun jumping around. I'll let you see some of the gameplay and see what you think. So I usually start off always with getting my Wrath of Berserker going and just leap into things and smash stuff as I go. You'll see that the cooldown on everything just reduces so quickly, and because I'm doing my Seismic Slam so often, yeah, it really helps with reducing the cooldown again on that Wrath of Berserker. So we'll leap into everything, do a few earthquakes and additional earthquakes. We've got 4 earthquakes on at once. And because of my ring at the moment, so where they're doing poison damage, it's not actually hurting me. We'll jump in again and make sure our Wrath of Berserker's going and just finish them off. Check our chests for any exciting legendaries. Now, of course, this isn't going to be the type of build for everybody, but if you find these sorts of legendary items and you want to give it a go, it's a good little option. I find it works quite well. Lots of leaping and slamming. We've got another set of elites here, so we'll just do our jumps. They seem to do the majority of the damage clearly. And he's gone. You can see also some of the damage that my offsiders are doing. They do some quite good damage, considering that they're just, I suppose, NPCs, additional NPCs. So jump out of those molten explosions. Sort of try and keep my distance a little bit with most things, obviously, because I want the slam to be able to hit them and do the most damage. Not a bad map. Usually I actually find this build works a lot better on a more open plan map, so that you can just basically leap around everywhere and then just look for any drops afterwards, because you just keep moving pretty much, leaping, slamming. We've got some champions here, just finish them off. As you can see, my Fury generation's been pretty much constant the whole time. I haven't had to worry about Fury. That's in obviously combination with the Reaper's Wraps, as well as all the pluses that I get from my reduced costs on Seismic Slam. We've got the Rift Guardian now. Let's hope it's someone that we can handle pretty easy. It's the version of the Butcher. Good thing is too also that your leap actually does generate a lot of fury, so you can actually use that as a bit of a fury generator as well. And leap in again, generate some more fury, do some more seismic slams. We'll avoid his attacks. A little bit longer than some of my other previous builds, but I still find it works pretty well in getting rid of a T6 Rift Guardian. And there we have it. And we've got a legendary, which is nice. We'll pick up all our gear. And that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed the videos, guys. Or this video in particular. I'm hoping to have another one up. I've managed to find a really decent ancient weapon for my Crusader. I won't give too much away. You'll just have to look out for the Crusader video that's coming up. Hopefully in the next couple of days, if not later today. Thanks for watching and catch you next time.